What's up, guys? This is Dan at Yourpbfriend.com. Today we have the brand new, well, not even released yet, Etek 5 from Planet Eclipse. Planet Eclipse sent us one of these so that we can do a review video and let them know what we think first. If you see, bam, Yourpbfriend edition on the box. This is a pre-production of the gun. They're supposed to be out due mid-December, I believe, but we're gonna dive in right now and we're gonna let you know what we think. So let's unbox this thing. Comes in the beautiful Planet Eclipse case as always. Says Etek 5 all over it. Let's open it up. Got the beautiful lime green cases that come with the Geo 3.5s right now. These cases have proven to be one of the best cases in paintball. It's a double zipper assembly, which is really nice. But enough talk about this. Planet Eclipse Etek 5. Comes with a barrel stock. The beautiful, oh yeah, you wish you could still see the gun. Beautiful color manual inside. The Etek barrel kit. The gun itself. It also comes with the Allen keys, some grease, a very extensive parts kit, and also Jack Wood sent us the OLED board. These do not come stock with them, but they are an upgrade that drops right in. And we're gonna drop that in for you later in the view and show you how to install that and what it looks like. But enough of that, let's look at the gun. I suppose one of the biggest things about the Etek 5 is that it looks just like an LV1. The LV1 was the first recent poppet to not have an LPR sticking out of the front, and it's hugely successful. And this thing right here, we're trying to figure out, is it really a baby LV1? If you see, the body itself is actually the same exact thing as an LV1, a little bit different milling. It has the LV1 bolt, which is the Cure 5 bolt. It comes with a new, the new soft tip that was debuted on the Geo 3.5s. It is LPR, internally plumbed LPR right here. It is very comfortable in the hands. If you see right here, you can actually hold your gun like this with your thumb over it, your thumb underneath it. The Etek 5 does have macro lines still connecting to the OOPS ASA. So that is one thing that separates it from the LV1. It comes with a nice Etek 5 barrel kit. It's like the Shaft 4, but it doesn't have as much porting. So that's one thing that'll make an Etek louder than some of the other high-end guns. The rammer in this gun is the same rammer that you see on the LV1. It's the Zik 3 rammer. They both weigh 1.4 ounces, so it's the same exact thing in the gun. It has a LED screen you can turn on and off. It says on the inside right here, it's got a little paper display you might be able to see that says Etek 5 on it. You can just drop the board right in. The grips on the Etek 5 are thicker than the previous ones before, and they're not as gummy of a material. The Etek 4 had pretty much the same style grips as the previous Eagle 11 and Geos and the other high ends. But the Etek 5 is made of a little bit different material. It's definitely harder. And if you look at the back of the gun is thicker. I'll grab an LV1 right here and try to show you. If you can see, the frame on the Eagle LV1 is actually thinner towards the top, and it gets a little thicker towards the bottom. The grips on these are still a little harder, but they just feel a little different. We have an Etek 4 right here. The Etek 4 has the gummy grips that you would see even backwards dating to like the Ego 8s. Take a look at the frame size. The frames are about the same. If we're going to line up the guns for you, the LV, or the, sorry, I was going to call it an LV1, the Etek 5 is quite a bit longer, if you see that in the hands. So it does have the same spacing as the LV1. So you can see actually quite a bit longer. We'll compare this to the LV1 right here. When you line up the frames, the actual body itself is almost identical, minus a little bit of milling, and I would say the LV1 actually looks, the anode job looks a little nicer. I don't know if it's better aluminum they use on the body, but you can tell the difference there. But they are almost the same thing. There you go. So with that said, we know the LV1 feels absolutely great. So does the Etek as well. We're gonna compare this a little bit to, we have an SLS here, which is pretty much an Ego 11. The Etek 5 shoots so good, I think you're gonna find a lot of people comparing them. What is worth more, an Ego 11 or older Ego or the Etek 5? There we go. You can see that the Etek 5 is quite a bit longer ergonomically. Try to line these up again. So on the back, you can see quite a bit longer. We are going to do a bunch of shooting reviews on this. We're going to compare this to the Etek 4, to the Ego 11, to a G6R, to the LV1 itself. I've already had the privilege of shooting this thing, and I can tell you right now, this thing shoots amazing. Nothing like a previous Etek, and pretty similar to an LV1. It does not have the lever valve in it, so it is a different gun. The valve reminds me, it's very similar to the Ego 11 valve. So our biggest question is this $550 gun going to be a super comfortable version of the Ego 11 that is very affordable, or is it going to shoot like previous Eteks and definitely find its place in the lower range of poppet guns? We are going to do some more videos and find out. Today we have the new Planet Eclipse Etek 5. We're going to do an efficiency test for you. We have a 68-45 with Ninja Pro V2 reg and 0 shots on the shot counter. We're going to show you those real quickly. Alrighty. First pod. .316, 309, 301, 306, 306. Shooting a little hot. It's on PSP 12.5 ramping, and we're gonna go from here. Pony it. 281, 289, 287, 292. Then a little bit of drop off. 250s. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's count it out. The tank is empty and super cold, and we have 1,132 shots on it at about 9 pods right here, and I'll come show you that right now. This is the Planet Eclipse Etek 5 with the Planet Eclipse LV1 barrel on it. It has more porting, so it makes for a quieter barrel. So for a true comparison, we're gonna shoot it with the high-end barrel on it.